As a matter of fact, because the winds there were very light indeed. What winds there were coming in from the southwest, so ideal conditions. We have some stronger southwesterly winds further north, and they're warm winds, but it's all going to change. An area of low pressure develops, moves across, and eventually sucks the winds down from the north, so hardly surprising it is going to get cooler. It's another really hot one though today. We could well see temperatures of 29 degrees or so here in London, and certainly a good 25, 26, 27 across most parts of England and Wales, away from the coast that is. Fairly warm further north, but there is more cloud in the northwest of Scotland. That's going to keep the temperatures down there. And then as we go into the week, we can knock a few degrees off, I think, each day. So highest temperature tomorrow, maybe 24, 25, and then down to 21 or so on Wednesday, and we could only see a miserable 17 or so on Thursday, which is unfortunate because that, of course, is Ladies' Day at Ascot. However, back to the present time, for most of England and Wales it's going to be dry and bright. Again, there'll be spells of sunshine, but the sunshine hazier than it was yesterday. There's some thin high cloud there. Also a little patch of fog lurking in the far southwest that may affect the tip of Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly, but otherwise it's dry and bright. We've already seen the temperatures. For the northwest of Scotland, some thicker cloud with outbreaks of rain, quite breezy too. And if anything, it might tend to get a little bit more cloudy as time goes on across the rest of Scotland and into Northern Ireland. Now, the other thing, of course, the bad news, as far as I'm concerned, is that we have a jolly high pollen index at the moment, and despite that veil of thin high cloud, the sun index still very high at 7. Now, during this evening tonight, that weather front hardly moves, so it keeps some drizzly rain going through much of Scotland, eventually into Northern Ireland, the Lake District. Some clearer weather follows to the far north of Scotland, and it stays fine and dry over most of England and Wales, and quite sticky too. 15 or 16 degrees or so at the lowest. Now, that band of cloud with these outbreaks of mostly light and patchy rain will hardly move tomorrow. So north of it, in northernmost parts of Scotland, some sunshine and the odd light shower. And again, for the bulk of England and Wales, dry and bright with spells of sunshine. But there will be more cloud around, I think, than of late. Best of any sunshine probably in the southeastern corner, where, of course, we'll see the best temperatures at 25 degrees. And then, as we saw a while ago, it turns cooler and less settled. Back to Anna.